Hello. I just wanted to make this. Got cotton mouth. Sorry. Um, in the Book of Revelation, the second seal gets broken. There's the seven seals, then the seven trumpets, and the seven vials. And everyone says the second one is war. It's not. Actually, the first one is conquest via war. The second one is bloodshed and people just taking up arms against each other. And not just war, but the way it is worded is like against your fellow countrymen, against your own governments. And there's a lot of people with a lot of evil in their hearts. We've seen it running rampant over the years across the world. But also there's many times where people are just, they're tired of being oppressed, and either the government's oppressing them, or the few who are the few but non-government are oppressing them, or they're working hand in hand, the government's allowing it. And like, I mean, just think about it. In this country, I am an American. We could have all-out war. We could have World War III. America's getting hit. It's going bad. People are like, okay, I'm not paying my rent. Then, because I'm going to need, to take care of my family. I'm going to need to take care of medical stuff. I'm going to need to pay insurance. I'm going to need to this, that, and the other. Like, I'm not paying hundreds, over $1,000 a month, for rent or whatever. And some people are going to go, I'm not even paying my mortgage. And they're going to be taken to court. They're going to be evicted. They're going to lose their homes. They're going to go, we are at war. There should be parameters in place that say, okay, you guys get to sit on your butts and make money all day. When a broke dude is getting unemployment, he is condemned for it. And I've never had unemployment. I have applied for it once years ago, and I really didn't want to, and I never want to again, and I didn't get approved for it. I think I got a job, and before they could get to the application. I don't remember why, but I ended up not getting it. That's fine. But you have an investor who sits on his butt and does nothing and makes you give him money more than he gave you. He did nothing to increase the value of his money to warrant him getting more than he gave. God told the Israelites, hey, no usury. Usury is the old word for interest. You can't do that with your fellow Israelites. Well, here we're not just one literal blood family that has expanded in this land. It's several families from various countries, from every continent. We're the melting pot. Or we were. About to get off topic there. My point is, there are people here who aren't Americans. There are people who have come here legally through legal processes and everything, and they are not Americans. Most who come here through the legal process, they want to be an American. Not, they want to come here, take America for everything it's got, but infuse their own culture into everything. There's a few that come here that don't want to assimilate, and those that come here illegally, that come here through improper channels, they tend to be antithetical to the United States. They don't want to assimilate. It does not matter your ethnicity. It does not matter if you're Scandinavian. It does not matter if you're Arabic. It does not matter if you're Hispanic, if you're East Asian, if you are Hindi, if you are... You know, our education system has failed me. I don't know many ethnicities in Africa. I know there are Egyptians who are non-Arabs, and they're not black, who are just say, no, we are Egyptian. And it's like, okay, cool. You're Egyptian then. That's your ethnicity and your nationality. Cool. There are Persians who say, no, I'm Persian. I'm not Iranian. I'm not an Arab. Ethnically, I'm not an Arab. I'm ethnically Persian. And I don't like saying I'm Iranian. We have the various tribal Americans, and I think it sounds cooler to say tribal. It sounds cooler, but it also sounds like you're saying... It also sounds like an insult. Like, it mostly sounds like an insult. But I'm not going to call them Native Americans. I'm a Native American. If you are born in a country, you are native to that country. You are a native whatever. You're a Native American. You're a Native Kenyan. You're a Native Canadian. You're a Native Englishman. What are we going to do if someone comes here from the UK who's from England and... Sorry, this is a massive tangent. What would we call someone who's British, family has been there for centuries, is black, and has a deeper accent than many white Englishmen? Oh, you're a British African American. It's like, no, you've never been to Africa. You're not from Africa. When I worked for Dollar General, there was a dude from Africa, had a thick accent, super cool accent, really nice dude. Don't remember where he said he was from. He was really nice. He's an African American. And even then, why do we only say African American? Why don't we say European American? Why don't we say, we say Asian American, but only if you're East Asian. If you're Indian, we'll say you're Indian American. It's like, okay, that's messed up. Oh, and we'll call all Arabs Muslims, even though Muslim's not an ethnicity. It's a death cult, and there are going to be people who are going to go, there are people here who don't belong here. And here being anywhere in the world. There are going to be people who are going to go, many of our own are oppressing us. Our governments have sold us out. And there's some lazy person I got to interact with once a month who wants to contribute nothing to society, wants to sit on his butt, and just artificially make me pay more for the exact same place I was living because, quote-unquote, property rates went up. Or really, it's just they want more money. Oh, the value of the place goes up. Well, no. The wood will need to be replaced. The wires will need to be replaced at some point. As the house gets used, its property should be seen as going down. The reason why the rates go up is because there's intentionally a gag on the housing industry, because no one wants to actually build houses. Our government wants homelessness to be a problem. They don't want to fix it. If they wanted it fixed, it would be fixed by now. It's been a problem for decades. It's been a growing problem for decades. If they wanted it fixed, it would be fixed. Let's just accept that. If they wanted gun rights dealt with, it would be dealt with. We wouldn't be arguing over it. If they wanted nuclear power dealt with, they've had 70 years to deal with it. They won't. They don't want to. They want the political talking points. No one's going to fix the VA because talking about how great you are and you're going to help veterans in a corrupt system get you brownie points with people. Look at people. We had 3 really good years under Trump. 2020 hit. He listened to people he shouldn't have listened to. They were able to convince him, hey, this is what we should do. He was thrown under the bus. And yeah, no, at the end of the day, he did have the final say, and he shouldn't have done the lockdown. But it didn't really affect me because I had a job where I was able to work still. So then they sold out for a man who is known to hate the black community. He's called black people stupid and all black men criminals on the street that need to be put in prison. He wasn't talking about gangs. This was in the 80s or 90s when he was in Congress. May have been early 2000s. Pretty sure it was like the 90s. A man who couldn't put together a sentence. And as much as I want to say the 2020 election was rigged due to, the Republican delegates not being allowed into New York City's place to verify the votes, due to the mayor calling the police and saying, hey, don't let anyone into the building. The governor called and said, everyone who's supposed to be in that building is in that building. Yeah, everyone who was supposed to be in there was in there. Only the Democrat delegates. Republicans weren't allowed in. Republicans were supposed to be allowed in. The police wouldn't let them in. Maricopa County. It got to the point where the election commission, which was ran by Democrats, was subpoenaed. You don't say no to a subpoena for the voting records, and they told them no. Trust us on this. There were people finding ballots in rivers. There was one gentleman, he posted a video, his car was full of ballots. He was doing ballot harvesting, which is illegal for a Democrat. You had several states getting their votes tallied before Pennsylvania, 2 time zones over. After midnight, the guy who ends up winning the election in that state, who conveniently ends up winning the election itself, comes out and says, don't worry, I know you're all confused and upset and you want those votes counted. I know the Attorney General of the state. It may have been someone else. I'm fairly certain he said Attorney General, and he may have said someone else. He's a good friend of mine. We're going to make sure every one of those votes is tallied. And then he happened to win that state and happened to win that election. No, there was no shenanigans going on there. But, yeah, there were also people who genuinely were retarded and voted for Joe Biden, who are not Democrats, or on the political left, non-Democrats that are on the political left. And then they realized, I messed up over the past 4 years. And they were like, objectively, life was better with this dude as president. Okay, cool, we're going to vote him in. You can't stop it. Trump can't stop it. No one can stop it. Read the book of Revelation. Things get bad. Really, really bad. It does not matter who you have in office. He'll get the blame. If we get to 2028, it'll impact the election if everything kicks off before then. And the people are going to be retarded again, and they're going to listen, and they're going to vote stupid again. And every one of them will answer to God for it. Like, hey, why'd you vote? Why were you... God will not use this kind of language. This is me just speaking out of frustration. Also, I'm a little tired. Why were you retarded and flip-flopping on your votes, voting for people you know who objectively are screwing everything up? I can't do anything wrong, and I'm in the right. Oh, okay. Got it. You're delusional. And by the way, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a member of any political party. There is one I wanted to help out, but But lawlessness is coming, and this became a massive tangent. I wish I knew how to edit. I just break this up into like 3 things. I don't know how. No one we vote in office is going to fix anything. Jesus is the only one who can fix it. As a whole, we will not accept him. So the problem's just going to get worse and worse and worse till the point where Christ comes back. The Antichrist will reign. People will sell out for him. There are going to be people who are non-Christians who are going to realize, hey, maybe the Christians were right. Hey, no, this looks like it's it. But there's going to be a lot of people who say they're Christians who are going to buy into everything, and it's going to suck. It's just going to get worse. It's just a matter of how long until it gets so bad for everybody that we're all equal in our suffering, for the most part. Like, it does not matter your station. It's just we're all up a creek. All that tangents and crap out of the way, as a man who struggles immensely with his face and really screwed up the other night, Jesus loves you. He forgives you.